I thought I'd talk about this in the garden and in my gardening clothes and my booties. There you see. And it's about dealing with overwhelm, and you can feel overwhelmed but still be moving forward. I constantly at times can feel overwhelmed when the weeds grow back, and it almost feels like they're growing back quicker than you're able to deal with. And one of my rituals, that I say ritual because I'm doing it, I do it on a daily basis because I have to, is to cut back certain plants. And you could look at that in two ways. You can say to yourself, well, you know, the amount of time it takes to have to cut back is like, you know, so time consuming and it takes away from other things. But in the other is that I'm growing plants, enough plants to be able to cut back so that I can re-nourish the soil. You know, when you create a compost pile, it is turning back into rich soil, so that's a good thing. And it's to look at these things which you might think, oh gosh, you know, I've got so many things to do, as a positive, because you must be doing something right to enable you to grow the things that are growing, to get you feeling overwhelmed that you've got so many plants to replant. Like, that's one of my, it's not an issue, but I've got so many plants which now have grown, seeds that have grown, that it's like, how am I going to deal with this? You know, I need to find time. There's not enough time in the day. I need an assistant. But one of the things, gosh, the ants. There's loads of ants on that bag, which I should have thrown away. Anyway, what I've accepted is that I'm good at growing things from seed. The thing that I have to get better with is how I transplant them. I can grow lots of things from seeds. I have lots of success, and that is in the garden. And one of the things that I have to look at in that is that it's not everything that you're going to be good at growing from seed. I do grow a lot of things from seed, and I do have a lot of success, except the things that you have a lot of success with, and the things that you don't, you know, somebody else will. And so if you need that particular plant, then you can get it from somebody else. And so it's about acceptance. It's about acceptance across the board. So don't allow yourself, you will get overwhelmed, but you have to rationalize it and say, well, okay, this is what I can do today. You don't have to do everything. But also you have to look at the things that you are good at doing and be proud of those things. So it was only this week that I thought, oh my gosh, yeah, I have grown so many things from seeds or cuttings, and I've populated this whole garden. This is when you talk about budget, this is budget. Apart from, you know, what we paid to, because this was just all overgrown, to, you see the before pictures, but to get it all, not even level, but it was in rows, and it was just one long continuous row. So to get the initial bit we had to pay for, and the guy who comes and cuts the grass. But this is, you know, and a few plants that I've brought, and you know, I don't think I've spent more than, say, let me think, more than say $200 on buying things. And obviously you've got your tools. So a few of my tools I had already that I had invested from when I had my smaller garden. And then I have, invested and then just found, and things that I found. No, I guess more than $200. I'd say I haven't spent more than $500, and that includes a course which I took for $120, which provided me with information about, an organic kitchen garden in a beautiful environment at the Andromeda Gardens, but also the plants and seeds that they gave us. I mean, the only thing that lasted for me was the Mexican sunflower, and as you can see from one stick, all of this is from one stick around the edges. So you can invest in things that actually are very good and have a great return, but you can do it on a budget, and it's really kind of looking around, see what you have. But I'll do another thing about that. But it's doable. So overwhelm, you can find ways to combat that and actually see the benefits of feeling that, because actually you must be doing something right, or if it's the weeds, it's another challenge to be able to find something to combat that, which I'm going through the challenges all the time. But it's therapeutic as well to spend time just picking up the weeds and taking them from the roots, rather than just have somebody cut it every now and again. Actually take it up from the roots and get, and put it on a compost pile. And then that goes back into the soil. So it's such a wonderful revelation being out here, and so many things that you can learn, that I just wanted to touch on that point, and I hope that it sits somewhere where you can hear it and receive it. So with that, I'm going to continue. Take care for now.